The healing storm. Sometimes healing doesn't look like peace. It looks like a storm. Quiet and sudden, or loud and dragging. Inside your brain, healing begins in the mess, not the calm. You've felt it before, a heartbreak, a loss, an accident. Your thoughts spiral, sleep evades you. And yet even here, in your darkest valleys where your brain is not giving up. It is rebuilding. The regions most involved in pain and trauma. The amygdala. Hippocampus and prefrontal cortex begin talking. The amygdala sounds the alarm. The hippocampus tries to anchor the memory. The prefrontal cortex steps in, saying, breathe. Let's make sense of this. New circuits begin to grow around the wound, like vines creeping over broken stone. Your brain slowly rewires itself, not to erase the pain, but to help you carry it differently. This is where resilience is born. Scientists call it experience-dependent plasticity. The more you process, reflect, and express, the more your brain strengthens new emotional pathways. Journaling, talking, walking under a full sky. These are not small acts. They are wiring your brain toward peace. So when tears fall, let them. The storm is part of the healing. And your mind quietly is learning how to bend, not break. Wiring the self. You are not born a fixed story. You are born wiring. From your very first breath, your brain begins shaping a self. Not by instruction, but by connection. Touch, voice, light, safety. These early signals carve trails across your neurons, creating your first sense of you. Each time you reach for something, say a name or feel warmth, a pattern is set. Neurons fire. Some together, some apart. But only the ones that fire together, wire together. This is the gentle law of neuroplasticity. Your repeated choices shape your becoming. Even now, as you sit quietly, you are still being formed. Every new experience adds a brushstroke to the portrait of your selfhood. Your personality, your preferences, your fears, your beliefs. They are not written in stone. They are written in wires, flexible, shifting, alive. When you choose kindness, those circuits deepen. When you learn something new, your old networks stretch to make space. Even your identity can be remapped. Not overnight, but over days of small shifts. So if ever you've felt trapped in who you've been, remember this. Your brain is not a cage, it's a canvas. And with each act of awareness, you paint yourself closer to who you want to be. Memory's gentle architecture. You carry whole lifetimes inside you, not in your hands, but in the soft folds of your brain. Memories, though silent, shape everything. They form the blueprint of your decisions, your fears, your joys. Each one is not a recording, but a reconstruction, fragile, alive, and deeply human. When something happens, a smell, a song, a look, your brain builds a memory not just in one place, but in a delicate network across the hippocampus, amygdala, and cortex. Emotion stitches it in deeper. Repetition strengthens its roots. This is why a certain scent can bring you home in an instant. Why a word can trigger tears. Why love and pain both echo long after the moment is gone. Memories are not stored in jars. They are replayed in real time, rebuilt from fragments. And every time you recall one, you rewrite it slightly. Like a painter returning to an old canvas, brushing new color into familiar outlines. Even painful memories evolve. Your brain can dull their edge, soften their shape, if you let it. You can reframe what hurt you, not forget it, but understand it differently. This is healing. This is neuroplasticity at work. Tonight, as you rest, your brain will work quietly, sorting the day's scenes. It will decide what stays, what fades, and what becomes part of your deeper narrative. Even in sleep, you are becoming. Emotions etched in synapse. Your emotions are not just feelings. They are electric storms shaped by chemistry, history, and memory. They begin not in your heart, but in your limbic system, a quiet, ancient part of your brain that has been guiding humans since the beginning. When you feel joy, tiny molecules called dopamine and serotonin light up like stars. When you feel fear, amygdala awakens, and your whole body prepares to protect you. Love, anger, peace, they each leave their mark, writing stories into the very wiring of your brain. The brain doesn't treat emotion as decoration. It treats it as information, something to respond to, adapt around, even rewire for. Every strong feeling you have sends synaptic messages, firing across your neural network. Each time this path is repeated, when you worry, hope, cry, or laugh, that emotional circuit grows stronger. like a trail in the forest walked over and over again. But the forest can be reshaped. This is the miracle of neuroplasticity. You can build new emotional roads, kinder ones. You can learn to sit with your emotions without drowning in them. Your breath, your awareness, your choices, they all help you. Retrain your response. Even now, as you listen, your brain is gently absorbing this peace. You are soothing your circuits, softening the inner noise. You are proving to your brain we are safe here, the silent sculptor. Each night, as your eyes close and the world fades, your brain begins its most delicate work, sculpting, sorting, healing. Sleep is not stillness. It is the workshop of your mind. As your body rests, your brain travels through stages of rhythm, from light drift to deep delta waves down into REM's dreaming sea. These waves act like hands smoothing clay, reshaping what you learned, felt, feared, and hoped during the day. In slow-wave sleep, your brain clears out the neural clutter, washing itself in cerebrospinal fluid, cleansing the toxic byproducts of thought, like a river quietly renewing its bed before dawn. Memories line up in sleep's shadowy library. The emotional ones, painful or precious, are filtered, softened, or stored depending on how safe your mind feels. During REM sleep, your dreams bloom, vivid, strange, wise. They carry fragments of truth disguised in symbols, helping your brain rehearse, release, and rebuild identity. Without sleep, your brain grows foggy. With sleep, it becomes sharp, balanced, emotionally resilient. Tonight, as you drift, know that sleep is more than escape. It is restoration in motion. A biological lullaby that whispers, "You've done enough. Let go now. I'll handle the rest." Movement sparks memory. You stretch, you walk, you breathe in rhythm, and without even knowing it, your brain awakens. Movement isn't just for the body, it's fuel for the mind. Each step you take, each gentle sway of your arms, sends ripples through your nervous system. Blood flows stronger, oxygen surges, and your brain, like a lantern lit from within, begins to glow. When you move, your hippocampus, the memory maker, comes alive. With every dance, every climb, every quiet stretch, you're not just strengthening muscles. You're strengthening recall, creating sharper focus. Even slow, mindful walks in nature can restore your attention, lower your stress hormones, and help your brain reconnect scattered thoughts. Exercise, even light, even brief, stimulates a protein that nourishes neurons, like sunlight on growing leaves. The night shift of the mind. As your eyes grow heavy and the world quiets down, your brain begins its secret work. The night shift no one sees, but everyone needs. You may drift into dreams, but deep within, your neurons awaken to a different rhythm. While your body rests, your brain cleans, sorts, and heals. It sweeps away the clutter of the day. Proteins, waste, tension, using the glymphatic system, a cleansing river that flows only when you sleep. Memories are rearranged, files are backed up, and emotions are softened. What felt sharp becomes manageable. What felt confusing gains shape. In REM sleep, the brain rehearses skills, relives important moments, and even solves problems quietly. Sleep is not forgetting. Sleep is curation. Your mind choosing what matters most, and weaving it into who you are becoming. So when the day overwhelms you, remember, healing happens in stillness. Each night, your brain gives you a second chance to restore, to reflect, to rebuild, awakening to a new you. As dawn breaks softly through your window, your brain stirs from its night of quiet labor. The world around you may seem the same, but inside something has shifted. Renewed, rebuilt, reborn. Each synapse has been gently rewired, like fresh pathways carved through a dense forest. New connections glow softly in your mind's landscape, ready to guide your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. This is not magic, but science. The remarkable power of your brain's plasticity, its ability to change and grow, long after childhood, through every experience, every choice, every breath. You awaken not just to a new day, but to a new version of yourself, one shaped by learning, by healing, by dreaming. With each morning light, you carry the promise of transformation, a mind that can overcome, adapt, and thrive. Your story is still unfolding, and your brain is the storyteller, writing chapters of resilience, hope, and endless possibility. So breathe deeply, step forward gently, and know the best is yet to come.